Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I Arun Pratap Singh, a second year MBBS student from JNMC AMU, and as you might know that I am just a vlogger who is putting his medical life MBBS vlogs out in the YouTube, and I don't have much idea what all I should be including in this art video, professional art related videos, because I am a self-taught artist and most of my skills I got from YouTube and just practice. But so now I think it's my time to give my input into this YouTube algorithm C and all. So let's hope for the best, and I'm really sorry if I made any major mistake in the video because it's my first time. Okay, let's deal it. So I know I'm talking a lot and you just want to directly go into the main video, so let's go, and the rest of the discussion we will be doing in the main video. Bye.
I can't describe how mentally messed up I am right now after taking so many retakes in this voiceover, and I just want this one to be the last one. Going directly to the main point, what actually I should have done was I should have made an underpainting. If you may ask what it is, underpainting is nothing but a rough painting that an artist makes as the first layer of the final piece. So traditionally oil paintings are made layer wise. First you make an underpainting, which is a monochromatic painting made by oil paints themselves, and the main goal of underpainting is giving a rough idea for the values and the proportions and all, like putting all the things into places that they will look out in the final piece. And instead what I did here is I took a chart paper and made a rough sketch on that and traced that rough sketch to the canvas. This is not an ideal technique, but many times when I feel I'm lazy, I just go with that. So what I am doing here is, instead of going layer wise layer, which should be the ideal case, I directly jumped into making the right eye of the painting. The reference that I used here was special in a sense that the face of the lady was like, there were no much features which you can focus on. Half of her face is cleared by the cloth, and there's just two things which are getting your attention in the face. One is her bindi on her forehead and the other are her eyes. So, and that too, this whole kajal mascara around her eyes is giving a very dramatic look, and I even while I was searching for the reference, this got my attention and I thought, okay, I will try to make something related to this and something which gets your attention directly to one point. So this was a feature that I really liked in this reference. And the second thing was the fabric around her whole neck and all. So we will come to that next part soon, and I'm really sorry for this whole cartoon and all going in the background, because I had no idea that all of this will be coming in the main video. And I'm really sorry that half of the video is being obstructed by my head and hair. I had no idea that this all is gonna come into the main video. I told you this is my first time making such a video. Ideally, I should have painted this scene in a layer-wise layer format, like making the first layer the underpainting, and after that you put the values and the brightness and the darkness, and then you come up with the colors, and after that a bit of the details giving the final shape, and in the end you put even more details and the furthermore layers are just glazing and all. But instead of that I went region wise, and by now I can see a rough idea of what I will be getting in the final piece. After that I went to the forehead region. There was a thing which got my attention in this reference pic, was that her forehead was brightly lit, and as you go down from her face you see that the brightness is getting dimmer and dimmer on her face, and this along with her mascara and kajal around the eyes gave a very dramatic look which got my attention. And I'm again really sorry that again half of the video is being obstructed by my head and even more, but just wait a bit, after this it would be all clear. By now we have a rough base ready with us, and over this base I just have to put all the details that I want to add, and whatever changes I feel I have to make, I will just give my shot on this rough base. As you might see, I put a red dot for the bindi, this is a rough one right now, and each and every strand for the eyebrows. And I want you to focus on one thing, that the white of the eye, which is the sclera, it is not actually white. We use a lot of colors to make it look realistic, and instead being a plasticky white, we want it to look like a real human organ which has many layers. And what these layers do, actually when light comes from the outside, it bounces off from each and every layer. Some of the light rays bounce directly from the upper part, and some goes deep into the skin, then they bounce. I do the same layering thing for the skin too. Like you can see some veins are coming out, and even ahead in the video I will give more efforts to make it look even more realistic. Now comes the worst part, is making hair, cause I really hate this part. While making hair, what I usually do is I put a whole slab of black color, and after that I make each and every strand of hair. And it is crucial, although it's extremely boring, but it's crucial to do, otherwise the head will look like it's covered with just a black paper. Many times it's great to challenge yourself with things that are out of your comfort zone, and just like in this painting, I was really intrigued by how the fabric was made, and especially the color of the fabric. It was a white sari with red lines, and I am not much fond of making all these fabric in my paintings. Also in my previous paintings I really tried to avoid wherever there is fabric, but in this piece I decided that okay, I will definitely focus on how to make fabric look 3D. And especially it's extremely difficult when the fabric is white, cause when it's white the hue is definitely so reduced that you have to use different colors to give it a 3D look. Like here too I gave it a greenish, purplish and all sort of bluish tones, so that it may not look like a piece of plastic, but instead a cloth which is semi-translucent and not totally opaque. Well, again I would repeat that the ideal way of painting a fabric is obviously layer by layer, but again I just directly jumped into making it in a single go. And initially I didn't observe much, but as later on I was making the artwork, I realized that there are a lot of designs in the fabric, and especially in these red lines. The red lines were not like bold red lines, instead I had to make each and every knit of each and every thread visible in the red lines, cause it was clear that if I didn't do it, it would look too 2D, and the 3D-ness, even if it's a term, it would get lost completely. Here you can see that also while making the fabric, I first gave it some hues, some colors, and then gave a white overtone, so that now it may look like behind the white sari there is some other piece of fabric which is having these red stripes. And it was a tricky part to do, because here you can see that some red lines are directly over the fabric, but here I had to show that some red lines are behind the fabric. Earlier I was pretty good in making jewelry, but I guess from a very long time I have totally just lost my ability to make jewelry, and now I hate making it too. It feels like pottery is the only thing that I enjoy making, and I feel I did pretty decent in making the fabric, cause by the end it was not looking like a 2D plastic piece, but instead I could see those layers which I missed initially. I really have a keen interest in art, and ever since I was a child, my parents always supported me, encouraged me to do art and make all sort of art that I want. They got me all sort of art mediums and all, and I too was extremely experimental at that age. But I feel that now I am losing that my imagination abilities and all, cause life is becoming more and more boring and all. And when it came to selecting a career option, I was sort of confused what I should pick, but I chose this option of being a doctor because I felt that being an artist in India is really just unsustainable, and India is not a country for artists. A few days ago I went into the India Art Fair in Delhi, and they had like art exhibition with artworks from all over India for all sort of artists, all sort of art styles, whether it's realism, modern art, contemporary art, installations and all, live performances. I was really intrigued by how much there is to learn. There's a saying na ki the more you know, the more you know what you don't know. So it happened to me there, and I feel that there is like skills are not the only thing that I have to focus on. This imagination part is what I really want to focus on, and I want that my future artworks are not just copy of a random pic, but instead they have a deep meaning or something behind them. And I feel like I shall get some time out of my medical life and get this all done, but I am such a huge procrastinator,
and I really want to change this thing. Now I feel like I'm talking a lot about random stuff and all, but okay, it's my YouTube channel, I'm gonna say whatever I want. And now coming to the end of the painting, I have done almost all of the detailing part that I wanted. Now going for the background color, I copied the same one which was in the reference pic. This is something that I want to discuss about. It is my palette, and here I use the most of the color that I use are primary colors, which are red, blue and yellow, along with white and black and brown. And with the help of that, and this metal stuff is called a palette knife. It's so great for mixing colors. With these 5 colors, which are red, red, yellow, blue, white and black, you can literally match any shade which you want for your painting, because for that you need to know the color theory, and like mixing the colors, getting the right shade is extremely important. This is something that you can obviously build up with practice, but even after seeing some YouTube videos you can get an idea that how you have to match the shades, and you should know the difference between what saturation is, what shade is, what values are, what hues are. You should know about this if you want to get the perfect shade. And I really love this part of getting that shade correct, and it's actually a bit difficult in the beginning, but by the end, if you keep on practicing it, you will have a habit of finding the difference between the shades and saturation levels. And trust me, once you learn this thing, you are gonna apply this in each and every aspect of your drawing. I don't want to say much, although I've said a lot, but the only thing that I want to emphasize on is that please don't go off your hobbies. Don't stop making art, don't stop whatever you like, just keep doing that. And I did these signatures. Here is my whole art setup. This is the oil that I use for diluting the paints. These are my brushes. These are some of the paints. Some were inside that ugly box, and some are inside this clear box. I love this box actually more than my paints. I love this box. It's so comfortable and it holds almost all of my important colors. This is the white paint. I use Winston and Newton for the primary shades, white and black, and other shades I usually go for the Camlin artistic colors. These are my palette knives, different shapes I have. And this is a fine liner brush which I use for the detailing. These are also some brushes which I use for the detailing. Their grip is quite good. And these are the Camlin Deerfoot brush. This one is one of my favorite brush. I can't emphasize more on this fact that how much I love this one. Deerfoot it's called, from Camlin, and it is literally one of the best brush. I have tried so many one, and this is the one which suits me perfectly. And this is how messy my palette look especially, and I have to keep on cleaning this, but I'm such a huge procrastinator, I just stopped cleaning it. And this is the final artwork. So I really liked it, and I feel it is one of my best artwork. Especially the eye contact is really sort of engaging, and once you stand in front of the artwork, you will definitely look into her eyes. I hope I did not bore you for much, and see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye. And yeah, please let me know if you like such content or you want me to be strictly a vlogging channel. Please subscribe my YouTube channel, and you can go and check my Insta account too. See you in the next one. Till then, bye bye.